Hey everybody, I am back. I apologize for the 3 week hiatus, but I'm here to give you the update. So, for those of you who don't know, I've been sick for like the last week or two, like really sick. I thought it was pneumonia. It didn't end up being pneumonia. It ended up being a really bad bronchial infection. They ended up sticking me on steroids actually. I'm at the end of my treatment. Tomorrow's my last day on the steroids, but I am feeling better. Um, I was knocked flat for at least I don't know 4 or 5 days, like week before last, and then I was on winter break, so I was sleeping all the time because I was limping to break before that because I wasn't feeling great already, so I thought I could sleep it off because I'd pushed myself because I'd been investing more time in my sole proprietorship outside of work, and I overdid it. So I limped my way to winter break, and I tried to sleep it off, but this time I wasn't able to bounce back. Um, I ended up being super sick for I don't know 4 or 5 days of it. I was sleeping all day and all night. I was up for a few hours at a time. I had a pop-up shop that I did on Wednesday, so I'd slept all day before I went, and then I went home, slept for the night, slept all day the next day, was up for a few hours, went to bed, rinse and repeat. Tried to go to work Monday, ended up getting sent home early to go to urgent care because I was really, really sick. And then I ruminated and I thought it was pneumonia because I was coughing up a lot of liquid, and they were really sick too and coughing up a lot of stuff. And I was having issues with breathing. I couldn't breathe. I have asthma. I couldn't breathe. And so anyway, I ended up going to the urgent care, and they gave me an extra inhaler, and because I had lost my inhaler. So they gave me an inhaler, and they put me on steroids. And it turns out that when you have asthma, um, they have to give you steroids for a bronchial infection. So I'm finishing up treatment, and I'm finally getting better. I've been off and on again sick since early October. Um, I suspect it might have been the bronchial infection, but I'm unsure because yeah. Anyway, there are moments that you are going to be sick, and that moment happened in October when one of my students, cute as a button, walked up to me with a used wet tissue and went, "I don't want this anymore." And she stuck it in my hand and closed my fingers around it. There was an audible squish, and I knew, and I knew, and it happened. And I was sick for 3 months straight. I was still going to work and all that, but it was I'd have 2, 3 days where I'd start to feel better because I was pounding herbal tea like no one's business. It's I wasn't sick enough that it was stopping me from doing anything, but I was sick enough to have laryngitis, and I kept losing my voice, and it just kind of sucked. Made life uncomfortable, but not undoable. So eventually, I ended up just backing off on the sole proprietorship a bit to get better because I figured it was probably just because I was pushing myself too hard because I network, 2, 3 days a week. With the sole proprietorship, I network at open mics because I'm also a musician and I'm also trying to get into performing locally. So I've been doing open mics, so I get a lot of jobs through there. I get my connections. I do pop-up shops at Area 23 in Concord most Wednesdays now. And I also go to Tandy's Undiscovered Open Mic in Concord on Tuesdays. And then if I have the energy for it, sometimes I go networking in different towns. So I did Portsmouth recently. I went on Monday, I went straight after work to Portsmouth, networked the whole day, and then did the open mic, and then drove home, and then did Tandy's on Tuesday, and then did the pop-up shop on Wednesday. And then I turned 25 not too long after that, and then I got sick. But anyway, I overdid it, but anyway, whatever. Anyway, back to the, so I ended up backing up in the sole proprietorship because I work 80, 90 hours a week between the 3 jobs. And I started to get better. I was pounding the tea, I was sleeping a lot more, I made sure I was drinking more water, and I started to get better. And then recently I started to push harder again because I wanted to make more progress with my business. And so I did the Portsmouth thing, and I've been doing more pop-up shops, and I started getting sick again. And this time I didn't bounce back very well. So then I was out for over my winter break, just conked out for like 4 or 5 days. I still tried to do the stuff that I had scheduled out, but aside from that, I just slept, and then I ended up going to the urgent care, and now things are fine. But learn from my mistakes. Prioritize your health, because your body can't always keep up with your ambitions. I know that I have a habit of neglecting my health sometimes because I get really focused on what I'm doing and seem to think my body can withstand it, and I can just power through it. And you know what? I ain't getting younger, and that doesn't work anymore. So my will is far stronger than my body is sometimes. So yeah, learn from my mistakes. Listen to your body. If you don't, your body will essentially give you the timeout. It will make you. It will remind you, in a not so fun way. But anyway, I guess this whole thing though has got me thinking, because I turned 25 on the 25th, and I don't hold a ton of weight to age anyway. 'Cause I feel like, to a degree, it doesn't really matter that much, to be honest, for various reasons that I don't need to get into right now. But it got me thinking about time, because that's the one thing that we can't make more of. You don't know how much time you have to begin with, and there's no turning back the clock. I'll never be in my early 20s again. And I guess I was just thinking about, I know for myself, I spend so much time working, because I love what I do, so it doesn't really feel like work, but sometimes I can get caught up in the grind, because I want to achieve my goals. But I guess what I realized is that, sometimes you gotta enjoy where you are in the journey. Life is not the destination, life is the journey. There is no such thing as the destination. It doesn't exist. The destination's now. You gotta enjoy where you're at, or you'll never be able to enjoy where you're going. So, it's something I've been spending a lot of time thinking about, So I'm trying to take a step back again, check in again, and reflect a bit, and spend more time, with friends and having fun and reflecting, and not working quite as much, because I work 80, 90 hours a week sometimes. Don't do that. But you're gonna see some more content from me. Slight topic change. I know I overthink my content sometimes, because I'd been trying to organize it, because I was always told that it had to be one thing, and it had to be cohesive and branding and all that, which I get is true to an extent, but I do so many different things, because I have a lot of different interests, but I find that they all can tie together. So that's something I've spent a lot of time on, and I guess I was overthinking it, content as far as posting is concerned, because it works fine together in person, but as far as content is concerned, I think I overcomplicated it for myself, because I thought I had to have everything in their separate category, but I'm going to stop overthinking it. So I've decided I'm just going to take the footage and just stick it all in one place. So you'll get to see more chats with me, you'll get to know me better. But you're going to get to go on this journey with me. So for those of you who are subscribed, congratulations. You get to embark on this journey with me as I figure out how all of this stuff works. Because I am trial and erroring it. So far what I've done works, and I will continue to figure it out as I go. But you're probably going to see some art stuff. I'll probably talk about spirituality and stuff of that nature here too. You'll see my music. I'm going to try to get more footage of my art. I don't know why that's so difficult for me. I get so hyperfixated on what I'm doing that I forget to take videos of the actual process of making it. But you'll see that, maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed. So yeah, you get to embark on this journey as I figure out how to be more consistent with my video taking and figuring out how to make all this stuff work together and grow as a person. So yeah, it's all about the journey, right? Like I said before, it's all about the journey and not the destination. So welcome to the journey. Yeah. So for those of you who end up watching this, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you, in the comments and in the video, my videos in the future. I'll see you in the next video, and we'll see where this journey goes. Have a great night, guys. Yeah.